I'm going to have to ask you about something too. We had George Lynch on the show years ago, and we talked about the 1986 culmination of 40 of metal's biggest names for a good cause, famine relief inside Africa. I'm talking about Hearing Aid stars. You were there.
I was on that.
You laid a solo down.
I did.
What was your experience like? What's some of your fondest memories from that crazy, epic recording session?
It was a lot of fun. I remember, going to the harmony vocal thing. Ronnie got everybody together on a big bleachers. Remember that? And that's where we took the photo. And everybody sang together. He had everybody singing the chorus all at once together, and we did a bunch of takes. And Angelo, the engineer, he got what he needed, and then we did the guitar tracks like weeks later. I remember going to some studio in, I think I was in Encino or somewhere, the Valley somewhere. But I remember working with Ronnie. He was a pleasant guy to work with. He got the best out of you for sure. He knew how to, and that was it, really.
Did you have any sort of approach going into it for your solo in particular? Because you got Brad Gillis there, right? Vivian Campbell, Yngwie, Neil Schon, and everyone's trying to go at it as hard as they could. What was your approach?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
How do they edit all that together? I just, they gave me the recording, and I just listened to it and came up with some ideas, and I didn't even know how long I was supposed to play, but I just did a bunch of different things, and they edited it together, I guess.
So, in our interview with George, he did say one line that people heard and go, "What?" And it just blew up. I got to ask you about it. He said, "Everybody feared Yngwie."
Everybody was scared of Yngwie, rightly so. He was just emerging at the time, and that I think performance really cemented him into the history books. So I noticed that when everybody went in, everybody was kind of chasing Yngwie. So everybody was playing faster than they normally do, but uncomfortably so, kind of frenetic and nervously. And I don't want to name it. I mean, I was doing it too, but it's just like, it was hard to be yourself because this guy's shadow was cast such a large shadow.
Everybody feared Yngwie going in there. Was that true? Was there a vibe like that?
Probably so, because he is an amazing player. He's an amazingly gifted person. And I know a lot of people think he's got an attitude, but when you're that gifted, genius is crazy, right?
Right.
But probably he was the guy everybody was like thinking about, whoa, Yngwie, because he is amazing.
Yeah, he is.
And actually, I did a interview for a book they're coming out with about him, and they interviewed me for that. And I remember he was asking me about how come people think he's got an attitude. And, actually he is a nice guy, he is. But when he came to America, a lot of people were kind of like, kind of mean to him, I think, and he didn't take it too well,
Right. Yeah, it was with Steeler. And then, and then he left and did Rising Force. And then they think he's too good now or something, Yeah.
But I think some people in this industry, they kind of can be edgy. It's just, when you're artists, artists have weird behavior, Some are different than others.
We're still trying to get him on the show. I know a buddy of our platform actually bought his Ferrari at Wall Grace.
Oh, really? Wow.
It was, you buy his Fender, you get the Ferrari for free.
Oh, really?
So you can probably understand what's priced at, okay?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, he's going to take a picture soon.
Yeah, I heard a story that he sold a guitar to some place, and they gave him low dough for it because they didn't think it was worth much. And then they found out it was worth like a lot of money, and he goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. A deal's a deal. Keep it." He was okay with it.
Really?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity about 10, 12 years ago. I was looking at cars, and there was a dealership in Miami Beach, and they were selling remember the Porsche 968?
Not really.
It was really smooth. Right, the 928. Smaller one was 968, and they made the coupes, which were harder to find.
Yeah.
And I still had the gloves in the engine compartment. Wish I would have bought it. He ended up taking less than what I offered him a month later. And then I bought a 928 GT.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that car bled me.
Yeah.
What a mechanical nightmare.
Was it?
Looked fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Mine was like showpiece.
They were awesome.
Yeah, it was bad. But, what I was telling you is, though, that guy would buy and sell all of Yngwie's guitars. He'd bring his guitars in there and he'd sell them cars, too.
Wow.
So I'm like, well, I get my car from the same place Yngwie does. That's funny. It's great, yeah. Hey, everybody, just a quick reminder. If you'd like to show your support for this channel, and we'd love it if you would, make sure to check out our limited edition Masters of Shred merchandise at www.mastersofshred.com. You can snag an awesome shirt like this incredible Shred class of '89 ADA throwback tribute, or plenty of other ones that you will not find anywhere else. So check that out, and while you're there, make sure to check out our incredible limited edition Tone Arts USA Super Halen amp. Only 50 will be available, and they are going quick. Now back to the show. So very cool. We'll get you more hot licks, some ads, Guitar Trader, and then we pretty much, Billy Squier, love Billy Squier.
Yeah, he's good.
I think he's pretty underrated. I love his songs. And there it is, 1984 issue of Guitar World with the man himself, Carlos Cavazo,
That
guys.
was what happening in '84. Oh,
That was it,
crazy.
man. Can you believe that? Yeah. So this guitar's gone. That's sold. Thank you for doing this. Now, where can everybody follow you? What's going on in 2025?
What's going on in 2025? I'm going to continue working with Hurricane. We're going to possibly put out a record this year. And I'm going to be working with the guys in Ratt. And I got a call from Frank Domino from Angel, and he wanted me to work on his record he's doing. And so
Wow.
I'm going to probably contribute some songs to him and play on those songs. And God, I did a lot of stuff, a lot of records. I did a record with King Cobra with Carmine a couple of years back.
Wow.
And I guess just working with Ratt and Hurricane for the next couple of years, I would think.
We'll talk about getting you some killer Carlos merch.
And what was the other question?
Some merch, some cool
something
shirts.
else you mentioned?
For 2025, as far as, you told about what you got with the tours. Oh, where can people follow you? Where can they follow you on social media?
Well, my wife runs bangerhead.us. She sells a lot of my merchandise and stuff like that. And Carlos Cavazo Official is the Instagram. And what's the Facebook? Same thing, Carlos Cavazo Official. I need to jump on it. I'm not really a big internet person. I mean, a social media person. But I need to start doing more stuff on my things, on my accounts.
Well, here's what we can do. Every video, so this major video will go on YouTube, but what I do is I break them down and I do promotional pieces on Instagram. So if you guys want to hop onto any of them,
Yeah.
no pressure. I'll
She
send
does it all for
invites.
me 'cause I'm not
send the
very good
invite.
at that.
Yep, you guys can hop on. You'll have the name on top, everything. All our followers, which is 191,000 on Instagram, will go right to
Wow.
you.
Wow.
That's how
That's
we'll
a
do
lot.
it.
That's a
We
lot.
just hit 50K on YouTube, which is a beast.
Yeah.
That was hardest work I've ever put
Yeah.
in. I'm like, YouTube's a different kind of
That's
monster,
good.
man. So we're hitting it hard. Guys, you want to support the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out our Super Halen amps made by Tone Arts USA. Hand-built in Nashville, Tennessee, only 50 made, and an absolute necessity to your shred den. And check out our brand new Pages in Time merchandise on mastersofshred.com. I think you're going to really like the design. The guy may look a little familiar to you on the shirt right here. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much to Carlos. Thank you, Monsters
Thank
of
you,
Rock
guys.
Cruise 2025, and we'll see you next time.
Take it easy.